Hello there everybody, it's Sabanai2 and I'm Aaron. Welcome back to Higurashi Kai Matsuribayashi. In the last episode, I think we managed to finally get all of the puzzle pieces, or I'm sorry, the fragments put together. And we got to see Akasaka being the friggin' badass that he is. I can't even properly summarize just how fucking awesome that was. I think somebody kind of put it up that it was kind of like a Lethal Weapon 2 thing, but I think you changed your comment actually. But regardless, I thought it was actually a pretty funny comment. But, my god. Akasaka, you're a beast. Anyway, let's throw ourselves further in and just keep on going. Akasaka is training inside a dark dojo filled with the smell of sweets, sweats, and mold. The dojo is located in the middle of town, or downtown in a small building. It's not that big, and they are not well equipped either. It sure doesn't look like a dojo where a skilled person like Akasaka trains. There are only 3 or 4 students, including Akasaka. But this is the dojo Akasaka picked. To Akasaka, karate is the way to fight against his enemy. But he has a different reason. To achieve his goal, a dojo with many young students having actual physical lessons doesn't work. He has gone to so many different dojos, and this is the one he finally found. Every time Akasaka punches a sandbag, a heavy sound of his punch and a sound of chain echo. He's not just punching blindly. He thinks first and develops his thoughts. Then, punch! It's more of a deep and low vibration than a sound. Drops of sweat scatter and dust wells up in the air. It is an all-for-one type of strike. But he isn't satisfied. He closes his eyes. He controls his breathing as if he's trying to hear the cry of cicadas. Then he punches again. It almost appears to be as if he is taking a break here and there. The other students can feel the monstrosity of each propelled clouts, enough to send chills down their spines. Heard Akasaka-san works at the police department. Really? If someone like him is a policeman, I don't want to do anything bad. But his concentration is amazing. He never gets tired. On his days off, Akasaka comes to the dojo in the early morning. And he trains all day just silently. His training is no longer a physical one. It is more of a mental training for him. The other students already know his continuous concentration is the secret of his strength. But that's easier said than done. A man lives a life filled with many problems and ecstatic thoughts. For a person to submit all his will into such singular focus is more like trying to attain enlightenment than a realm of martial arts. Man has tried many different methods to achieve such enlightenment. And there's not only one way. Any man can get there as long as he focuses on that one subject. Karate is what Akasaka chose. The rumor says his wife is dead. Supposedly he's doing karate to forget about it. Really? That's different from what I heard. I heard he couldn't save a girl or something on the job and he realized his weakness or something like that. I can hear you guys. Okay, fucking again. Okay, okay, I predicted that. I totally predicted that. Hey, I can hear you. Quit talking about other people and train. Yes, sir. There's a small beeping sound. Somebody's watch is telling it's noon time. Akasaka-san, we're going to go get some lunch. Can we get you something too? Sure, please. I don't care what you get. Thanks. Akasaka is more delighted about being alone in the dojo than having them bring back lunch for him. When they leave, silence fills the dojo. Shit. My focus dissipated because they talked about me. But if his focus shifted because of a small talk like that, that means he has much more training to do. He has to train much harder if he wants to achieve enlightenment. Enlightenment, huh? He focuses again and starts to punch the sandbag, but the sound is a lot lighter than before, and obviously the strength in his fists is no longer there. He realizes he needs to take a break. He pulls out a towel from his bag and sits down. The sound of cicadas soaks into his body. The windows are open, but there's no breeze coming in. But he can feel a little breeze. Just like they say, the reason Akasaka started karate is Yukie's death. Of course, losing against the suspect in that kidnapping incident was one reason too. But more than that, the pain from Yukie's death made him start karate. Yukie fell down the stairs at the hospital and died while he was on a business trip in Shishibone. Couldn't get rid of the sadness, so he started karate. But in the June of the 58th year of Showa era, when the Hinamizawa disaster occurred, he realized something very important. A girl predicted Yukie's death, and in return, she wanted him to help her. Yukie's death was an accident. He could have told himself there was nothing he could have done. But the girl, Fururerika's death was different. She knew about her own death 5 years prior to that. When the Hinamizawa disaster occurred, he remembered about Oishi and called him to make sure he's okay. Then found out about everything. When he found out, he fell into despair. Fururerika was the turning point in his life. If he had believed what she predicted and did something about it, maybe Yukie didn't have to fall down the stairs. He took the oath of serving the public as a police officer, yet he couldn't notice a plea of help from a little girl. He shoved aside a conspiracy surrounding her until it was too late. He had 5 years to do something about it, but he didn't do anything. She died. Visiting Hinamizawa for the kidnapping case of the minister's grandson was definitely the turning point in his life. If he had only listened to what that girl said, Yukie would have never died. And he could have been there to help Fururerika. These two things still haunt him. The series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa that he heard from Oishi was put on indefinite hiatus because of the Hinamizawa disaster. But it was apparent to both of them that there was some conspiracy behind it. To challenge such things, he needs all the strength and experience that he could get. He's devoting himself to gain such strength. But it's too late. Everything is done already. When he was stuck in this dilemma, the dojo instructor admonished him. There's nothing one can do about what's already done. Then, the only thing he can do is to train diligently so that if the same thing is to happen again, he would be able to save a person in need. It's all too late. Everything is already done. Yukie died in an accident. Hinamizawa was destroyed in the gas disaster. And Rika was murdered as her guts were torn out while she was alive. Shit! He was too immersed by Yukie's death and couldn't hear the girl's plea of help. He had listened to her. He could have prevented Yukie's accident too. Damn it. Damn it! Shit! As Akasaka clutches his hair and looks up, there's a small shrine overhead to protect the dojo. Akasaka respects Shinto and Buddhism, but he has never thought of seeking salvation at times of despair. But for the first time, he wants to pray for help. If it's something he is capable of doing himself, he wouldn't pray about it. But it's something he can't do anything about, so he prays. It's a very selfish wish. If his wish were to come true, everyone in the whole world would wish for the same thing. Please. Please give me another chance to go back to that time. I swear, I will save both of them this time. At that moment, Akasaka's body feels light suddenly. No, it's more like losing balance. As if he's fainting. Perhaps it is because he shouted so loudly after the training and his brain is lacking oxygen. But he can't take his eyes off of the shrine. Thank you, Akasaka. We needed your thoughts. Is this a hallucination due to lack of oxygen? Akasaka feels like a stranger is talking to him. We must wish for a miracle, and you must wish for a miracle too, otherwise a miracle won't happen. Because unless everyone wishes for a miracle, it won't happen. Unless both sides reaches out, the hands won't meet. He doesn't know what she's trying to say, but somehow he feels like he can't miss any of it. He thinks she's saying something very important. Akasaka, if you wish, I'll grant you this miracle. And it'll be a miracle for us, too. By putting the broken pieces together, you'll create a big piece. Your single resolve can make a huge difference in the lives of many. Can you turn back time to that day? No, I can't do that. The only thing I can do is to let you notice that things you can't learn from one piece, you learn from other pieces. So all you have to do is to return this broken piece to where it belongs to. That is a big miracle itself, although you probably won't notice it. Thank you, Okasaka. Thank you for remembering me. I don't even know how much time I've spent asking you for help. And finally it reached you. So I'll say it one more time. Help me. No. Help us. So now we have Akasaka on board. I wonder how things are going to change differently this oh. Wait, that wasn't broken before. Wait, hold on. I'm going back. I'm looking at... I'm going to keep on looking. I'm pretty sure that piece wasn't broken before. Ooh. It was long. It was very long. Are you okay? Is your spirit still alive? Do we have all the pieces we want lined up on the game board? Is this everything we have in our hands to go up against Takano and the others in the Game of Fate in the June of the 50th year of Showa era? I think we have everything. And last but not least, HANYU, it's you. The time you have left to be a piece is limited, but that doesn't mean you can't show up in the game. Shall we start? I put in hundreds of years for this. Oh! He said to believe is like betting a coin of hope. In other words, it's risky to believe in something. You gain something if you win, but if you lose something. As with any gamble, we try to make sure we win and then bet a coin. But as with any gamble, there's no guarantee we will win. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. And that's how you increase the number of coins of hope. But if you keep losing, you don't even want to bet anymore. Then you realize that if you don't bet, you don't have to lose anything. Not to bet on anything is the same as not to believe in anything. Not to believe in anything is the same as not to get involved in anything. Not to get involved in anything is the same as not to exist. Therefore, she didn't exist. The one coin she has in her heart is the last one. If she loses it, she'll disappear. That's why she's hesitating to bet. She has been running, trying not to get involved in any type of match because she's afraid to bet it accidentally. But just like in a game of poker, she can lose her coin by quitting. She tries not to lose the last coin, but that means she's going to lose the last coin slowly. There's something she does not know. Actually, I didn't know that either. In our game, the winning average increases with the amount of coins wagered. In other words, the chance of losing increases depending on how frightened we are. It's just like carrying a portable shrine. It's impossible to carry such a heavy thing individually. But when people put their strength together, it gets lifted easily. There's a clear borderline between too heavy to lift and easily lifted. It's just like how the balance on a scale tips with just a little weight. A big and heavy portable shrine can't be lifted. Everyone is trying to lift it. I don't help because I know it can't be lifted. I don't participate in a game I know I won't win. I don't bet my coin. But that's wrong. Maybe the portable shrine can be lifted if I join. For the longest time, I've been pretending to be a bystander. I always thought I was there just to find out if it's worth betting or not. But that's wrong. I'm not an onlooker, nor should I be a bystander. I should participate. The game I'm facing doesn't look like a game I can win. It doesn't look like a game that's worth betting on, but by betting on it, or by participating in it, or by believing in it, the outcome may change. To bet on something is the same as to believe in something. To believe in something is the same as to be involved in something. To be involved in something is the same as to exist. Therefore, she was there. Now, I wonder how everything's different. Okay, everyone. Homeroom is starting. No more chit-chatting. Class rep, go ahead. All rise. Bow! I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be me on my bad. Good morning. Sit down! I'm giving him dramatic voices. Don't judge me. This is a usual morning. The only difference is that it started a little later than usual. Chie-sensei normally arrives in the classroom right on time, but she's a little late today. A rumor about the reason for the late start of the homeroom was going around already in the classroom before Chie-sensei arrived. Chie-sensei gives a cue, and a girl peeks in timidly. Is HANYU real now in here? Oh my god! Here is a new student, Furude HANYU-san. She's going to join us starting today. Whoa! She's got horns! The voices of a warm welcome, delight, and surprise all mixed together and fill the classroom. Everything's different now that HANYU's in here. Yes! Finally! You're participating in the games now, girl!
Furude? Is she related to Rika-chan? Yes, she is. She's my distant relative.
Oh my, I'm surprised too. I didn't know Rika had relatives. Boy, Uncle Mio didn't know either. Well, the three families are rather complicated. I wouldn't be surprised if I had distant relatives.
But she sure is Rika-chan's relative. Oh, what a cutie!
Go, HANYU, run! All the classmates get excited. The new student is rather intimidated by it. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think this is like one of her... It's technically her first time being able to interact with everybody. Rika-chan is rather carefree, but this HANYU seems like the complete opposite. She's more than the shy, small animal type. She's the exact type Rena loves. Look! Rena's already about to swallow her whole! Okay, HANYU-san, please introduce yourself. Everyone, be quiet. Okay, HANYU-san, please. Chie-sensei comes off the platform and encourages her to take over. I think since I'm kind of... Okay. The problem is, like, Rika, HANYU, and Rena both have very similar sounding voices, and I know I've got like two voices for Rika, her fake voice, and then the witch voice, so I'm not entirely sure now that I got all three of them all out here at once. Oh boy. I'm not entirely sure how the hell I'm going to be able to do this properly. I mean, I could give no. I was gonna say give Rika the permanent witch voice for right now, but... Okay, I'll try that out. I'll just... Fuck, I can't. Damn it. I'm gonna have to just try. The silence is pressuring her even more, and she just stands there timidly for a little bit. That's understandable. This is very nerve-wracking.
I'm Furude HANYU. I'm Rika's relative. Me. She's my relative. Please be nice to her.
Rika-chan knows she's too nervous to introduce herself. Ah, that's right. It's not fair to pressure her with silence. That's why I decided to make it more lively. Wait, who's... The fact that Rena popped... You call Furude just like Rika-chan, huh? Now we have 2 Furudes in this class.
And how about we call her HANYU-san? If we call her Furude-san, Rika's gonna react too, right?
It's our rule to call each other by our first names. She's one of us starting today, so we should call her by her first name. Okay, it's decided. We'll call you HANYU starting today. I'm Sonozaki Mion, the class representative. Call me Mion, okay?
Oh, I'm Hojo Satoko. Very nice to meet you, HANYU-san.
I'm Tomita Daiki. My parents run a tofu shop. Please come by anytime. I'm Okamura Sugura. Please ask me if you don't know anything. Stay away from these 2 children. Hello, let's be friends, okay? What grade are you in? People fall over each other to introduce themselves. Everyone wants her to remember his or her name so they can be friends. Such a friendly air fills the classroom. I've only just transferred recently myself, but this is exactly how it was on my first day, too. I remember how I appreciated this because I was so nervous, too. I know more than anyone how nerve-wracking it is to be a new student. I should look after her.
That's right. We should look after her so that she'll get used to the class.
That's right, you were a new student last year, huh? Were you nervous on your first day, too?
Sure. But Mi-chan and the others were so nice to me that I got used to this class quickly.
Yep, to welcome a newcomer is one of the 3 family's important jobs. You only mention the 3 families when it suits your purposes. But it's true that Mion and the others helped me get used to this new environment. Then doesn't that mean it's Kei-chan's turn to look after her? Ah, that's right. Rena was a new student, but she looked after me after I arrived. Then it's my turn to look after the next new student. A new student always changes the atmosphere of the class dramatically. I mean... Even my attitude has changed. We decide to gather around HANYU during lunch break. Don't overwhelm the poor child. Deity. Okay. Remember, you can only ask HANYU 1 question each, okay? Here we go. Let's ask her some personal questions so we'll get to know her very well. Let's see, who'll be the first one to ask? Okay, Okamura. What is your favorite food?
I like sweets. My favorite is cream puffs.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love cream puffs too. There's a very good sweet shop in Okinomiya. I'll take you there sometime. Okay, boys, did you all hear that? If you want HANYU to like you, get us some cream puffs, okay? Not the cheap ones, though. Get us some expensive ones. Let's see, who's next? Nobody? Then I'll ask the color of her underwear. Okay. Everyone keeps asking HANYU questions and she's starting to panic. I guess this is like a traditional ceremony for a new student. I remember this is exactly how my first day was. Mion and Satoko act amusedly, so it is the same for them too. Rena is watching this with deep emotion. I bet she's remembering her first day too. Are you remembering your first day too?
Yeah.
Were you thinking about something else? You aren't thinking about taking HANYU home, are you?
No way. I'm not thinking that HANYU-chan likes cream puffs, or that I have some good cream puffs at home so she should come over or anything like that.
Oh, god damn it.
I want to take her home.
Of course you do! I know you do, damn it! If she doesn't come to school tomorrow, it's your fault, Rena.
That's mean.
As we watch HANYU and our classmates have fun, Rena and I laugh together.
Hey, Keiichi-kun? This is great, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's great to have a new classmate.
No, not that. I mean... I think I've seen her a few times before.
HANYU? Well, maybe you saw her when she and her family came to look at the area before they moved. You sure have a good memory, Rena.
No, it's not like that. HANYU-chan has been here for a long time. She's been right beside us all this time, watching us play. For a very long time. Huh? Is it just me? Didn't you notice, Keiichi-kun?
No, I haven't seen her before. So are you saying you've met her before, Rena? From what I can see, this is the first time Mion and Satoko have met HANYU. If she's been close to us, like Rena says, it's impossible that none of us would remember her.
Are you sure? Besides, HANYU is a transfer student. She couldn't have...
Wait. Are you sure? Besides, HANYU's a transfer student. She couldn't have been here in this village that often.
You think so?
I'm starting to think that Rena actually has more of the residual memories of the previous life than the rest of us do. If she's remembering her.
I swear I've seen her occasionally.
It's your imagination. Even HANYU just said she was living far away before she moved here.
But I've seen her.
Rena seems to be trying to remember more. It's probably one of those deja vu experiences. Although it is the first time you see something, it feels like you've seen it before. Ah, well, just forget about it. She's here now, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. She always appeared to be eager to join us, so I'm glad that now she's one of us.
Rena smiles with tears in her eyes. When I look, Rika-chan has the same expression, too. I don't understand why those two have that expression. But as soon as Satoko comes over and pulls a prank, my question disappears. Oh, poor Keiji, you can never survive Satoko's traps. Bye! Goodbye! These are the words that make me feel good at school. As soon as the last class ends, the classmates run out of the classroom. HANYU is popular all day today. She's Rika-chan's age, so all the lower grade students gathered around her. Older students like me and Mion didn't have a chance to get close to her. Well, I'm sure they'd rather have a new student who's their age than a scary-looking elder student. Are you implying something, Mion?
Well, that's right. You look scary at first, Keiichi-kun. Probably because you were nervous.
Hey, come on! I was trying to be friendly so I could get used to the class.
You were far from friendly. You slapped my forehead on your first day, Keiichi-san, remember?
That's because of how I was treated on my first day. There was a thumbtack on the back of my chair, and there was even a frog in my desk.
He heard there was a new student in the teacher's office, so we went to peek. He saw you there, and you looked really nervous, so Satoko must have thought she had to do something so you wouldn't be so nervous.
Oh, as an old-timer, I was being considerate, don't you see? Shit, that's impossible! Although that blackboard eraser trap helped me lose my tension. But if I admit that, Satoko will be elated. I'll never admit it. You'll never get me talking! Even though that's all I do in these videos. HANYU-chan must have gone home with everyone. I'm sure she's popular even after school. But the first day is exhausting. I'm sure she'll sleep very well tonight. I'm sure. Okay, everyone. It has been a while since I had to work quite a bit lately. It's time for the club members to gather. Ooh, I've been waiting. It's been a while, so I'm getting rusty.
Me, I've been bored because I haven't rubbed a loser's head for so long. I won't lose. I won't tone down just because it's been a while.
You sure are full of frustration, huh? Great, that makes things even more interesting. We're all motivated, huh? But watch out, I'm at my best today. Mion, you're going to wish you went to work today. Mion had to work quite a bit lately because her uncle's shop was short on staff. So we haven't had our club activity for a long time. And it's playing that freaking theme again. For us members, our club activity is our main purpose to come to school. Who needs education? We have activities! In a way, our time to be alive comes after school is out. If there's no club activity, there's no point of coming to school. So it's natural for us to be excited about this. I guess none of us will be satisfied with an inadequate game. What shall we play? Neo looks into the club locker. I always wondered what was in the locker and how much of it there is. I swear, there's more in there than it can realistically hold. We hear the door open.
Oh? HANYU-chan? Hello.
What are you doing? Did you forget something? I thought she'd already gone home. Did she forget her lunchbox or something? It's not that big a deal to forget a textbook, but you can't forget a lunchbox. HANYU, what is it? Are you looking for something? She's looking at us apologetically. What is it? Are we in the way? She keeps looking at us timidly. Are we sitting in HANYU's seat? No, we're not.
What is it, HANYU-chan? Can we help you? Can we?
Rena talks to her, but there is no communication. It's almost like trying to have a conversation with a stray cat. What is this? HANYU is staring at something. I follow her gaze and I see Rika-chan. HANYU is staring at Rika-chan apologetically.
Me?
Me and O's.
I won't say anything. If you want to, you need to say it yourself, HANYU.
I finally figured it out. HANYU wants to say something, but she doesn't know how to say it, so she wants Rika-chan to say it for her. But Rika-chan is telling her to say it herself. That means we need to listen to what HANYU wants to say. We patiently wait for HANYU to say something. But then I think about what happened this morning, and I realize this kind of silence makes her even more nervous. Rena notices that and talks to her in a sweet tone of voice.
What is it, HANYU-chan? Can you tell me? I'll help you.
I cannot make that noise. I unfortunately will never be able to replicate it.
What is it? Can you tell me one more time? What?
Rena raises her voice. What? Tell Uncle Mion too. What is it?
Are you sure?
What is it? You need to share it with us all.
Well... I want to join the club.
What? Well, there it is. HANYU says it loudly as if to shake off the embarrassment. Oh boy, where'd you hear about us?
I might have gone through the first few novels. Just saying. I want to join. I want to join the club. Very good, you did a good job.
Rika-chan seems to have known that HANYU wanted to join the club all along. Mion folds her arms with a smile and glares at HANYU as if she's appraising her. Needless to say, HANYU is intimidated. How brave of you to want to join us. But our club is just a regular club. Only a selected few are allowed to join us, and there's only after they pass a gruesome trial. Just because you want to join doesn't mean you can join, you know.
HANYU-chan? Mi-chan's club looks fun, but... you know, it's not that easy. I already know that.
You must win, otherwise you don't know what'll happen. Are you sure you're aware of that?
I won't lose. Besides...
HANYU swallows once and says what's on her mind. It is a big thing to say for her, and it sounds like it has a deep meaning.
I used to hate to lose, so I always ran away from the game. But to run is worse than to lose. I can win only if I continue to fight, despite the pain of losing. I've learned that. HANYU.
When Mion realizes that although she looks timid, HANYU is actually courageous, she grins. I bet she likes her. Well, well. How brave she is. How about it, Mion? Why don't we let her try, huh? Let her take the entrance exam. It usually takes more than a few weeks to determine if one is even qualified to take the entrance exam, yet she wants to take it on her first day? What should I do? Mion pretends to be stubborn, but in reality, she's simply playing with her. If she actually didn't want her to join, she would have refused right away. Of course, if HANYU was bothered by this kind of intimidation, she wouldn't be able to survive in this club. Just like Rena and Satoko said, our club is tough. You have to win. Only first place is good enough. But if you come last, you will wish you were never born.
Oh, fuck. What am I getting myself into? I'll do my best. But the punishment is actually fun, too.
HANYU-chan has been watching the whole time, huh? You've been willing to join for the longest time, huh? I get the feeling Rena's mumbling something like that. Mion, come on, let her try. I got in by going through that too, you know. That's true. Let's see what HANYU-san has got.
HANYU-chan, have fun. I won't back off, okay? I won't back off either. I will only give it my best against HANYU. Oh, fuck, what am I getting myself into?
Very well. Frude HANYU, you're on. You're allowed to take the entrance exam. I had a stroke. Okay then. We have to play a game that HANYU knows how to play. What would be good? Oh. What about this? Mion throws a deck of cards onto the desk. Does this mean... We'll play a game that everyone knows. How about Old Maid? I was expecting Go Fish, but... Old Maid?
That's fine.
Here she goes. This is exactly what I had to go through when I went through the entrance exam. This is the Gunpei card game. Oh, that's a very enthusiastic response, but our club's Old Maid is a little different. Most of the cards have scratches on the back, so by memorizing the scratches you can tell what card it is. In other words, the more you've played this game, the better you are at it. This is simply a game to be mean to newcomers.
HANYU-chan, you can do it. This is a trial. You can do it. Yeah.
This brings back memories. I had to go through this too. It just happened recently, but I feel such a deep feeling of nostalgia. However, that doesn't mean I'll go easy. Just like how merciless they all were when I did it. I'll put everything into this. Right, everyone? Watch out, HANYU-san. Here we go. If you want to join, let us see what you've got.
Yes!
I'll call your hand from the right, okay? Ace, 3, 4, 7, Jack, and Queen. It's too late to hide now.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, HANYU-chan. This is the Ace of Spades, right? I'm done!
Do you get it, HANYU? This is the entrance exam for this club.
Me. Keiichi put his scratch from his entrance exam into this game.
Come on, Kei-chan. Are you sure you should be saying things like that? Kei-chan's card on the right. That's what you need to win. Oh wait, HANYU, take care. Fuck. Alright, flubbed up the line, too late.
I'm done.
Hey, that's not fair. Okay, I'm dead serious now. How dare you make me mad? HANYU, do you want to go home leashed, wearing shorts with a tail on them for your first day? Oh my, you would look better in them, Keiichi-san.
Oh, yes, yes! And I'm going to take him home with me.
What was that popping noise. I just heard a... What the fuck? Why is that killing me? Just a fucking pop sound. Jesus. Okay. Okay.
I'll make him do that punishment.
That's a great idea. I'm in too. Hey, you guys, why are you picking on me, huh? Fine. I'm going to make you all do the punishment. Who introduced the car into this formula? I heard a car beep. That's a car horn. Did they just fucking go out into the middle of the street playing this damn card game and they caused a bit of a traffic jam? I'm convinced that is exactly what happened. Ugh. Okay. That's a... Holy shit. Okay. That's unfortunately where I'm gonna have to end it. Let me tell ya. Working 10-hour days is never fun. Oh. Oh, God. Sorry. But anyway, good news is we finally got HANYU in on the party, and she's now actually joining in the events. Thank fuck. So, on top of that, we might be able to get Akasaka to possibly help out too. So that makes me wonder how dramatically things are going to change this time. I'm looking forward to something positive, preferably. The real question is whether I'm going to get that or not. So we've now got 2 extra little elements this time. We've got the possibility that Akasaka might appear early, and maybe finally be able to help out. And the other side is now we've got HANYU actually participating in the story this time. I'm not saying, I mean, physically assisting, you know? Which is good. It's great. It's fantastic, really. I'm kind of curious to see how things are going to change. Like, I wonder what would happen if Mio Takano saw HANYU. I'm wondering what would happen then. I mean, in this instance. I'm just curious. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing how this develops. What kind of happier, hopefully a happier ending that we can get from this. I'm keeping my hopes up, but I'm not going to keep them to the point where if something bad happens, it's just going to go and I lose. So, I'm wondering how many 6s we're going to roll this time. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, sorry about the lack of feminine voices. I deeply apologize for that. Hello there everybody, Sabato92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that Nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.